to Garden Talk with Jason and Don. Tonight, that horrible taste in my mouth. Viewer discretion is advised.
So, what were you
So I
saying?
wrote in my hand G-taste filter. G-taste filter, actually. And the reason I wrote that down is because I think once again I might have discovered why my mouth tastes like garbage.
Oh, we're back to that, huh?
Yeah. Because it got really rancid while I was sick. Just horrible. Horrible. And there was absolutely nothing I could do or go anywhere. I thought about calling 911. I was just like so sick and it was so rancid and gross. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And it tastes like coffee.
Like coffee?
It had coffee. It was coffee-ish. And I was like, that was the first night I really got sick.
Hmm.
And I sleep with a mouth guard in at night because it helps me keep my
So
mouth.
you could breathe.
Well, it helps me keep my mouth closed so my mouth isn't as dry.
Eyes get you.
That's why it's just a plastic mouth guard. For grinding, but and that thing in my mouth. Oh my
I bet it was gross.
God! It was okay. I was sick. I was coming down with the taste was fucking horrible, and once again I thought, what the hell is making me taste like this? This is disgusting. And I thought, maybe it's the filter for the coffee maker. Now, the filter for the coffee maker, that little cheap filter that I've never used before, that I decided to use this time with the coffee maker that Kenneth gave me, says you only have to replace it once a year.
Right.
And then I started thinking as I was laying there sick the other day with my mouth tasting like rancid trash. Just rancid. Gross. Well, not quite rancid. That's an exaggeration. Just foul.
Yeah.
Just foul.
Like a sewer.
It was just something. It was gross. And I thought, it said once a year for the filter, but I wonder if that's taking into account how much coffee I make in a day.
Well, that's true.
So maybe
Under normal circumstances, probably it means a year.
A year.
But the way you do it's probably every month.
It's probably once a month. Because
Yes.
the amount of coffee that I drink.
Or at least 4 times a year.
So I got rid of that. And I've also figured out a low, because I'm drinking really low caffeine. Right? Yeah, I mean like 2 scoops and I want fresh cups. Okay? Oh. I also got rid of the permanent plastic filter. You know, the one that you clean out.
Right.
And I've scrubbed the shit out of it and washed it and everything. But I bet that's leaching some gross taste in there also.
Could be.
I'm going to go back to the paper filters. So I'm back to the paper filters. Coffee was fine this morning. Just perfectly fine.
Oh.
I still have a slight taste of rancidness.
Well, it takes a while to get it out of your system.
It'll take a while to get that poison
But
out
you
of
will
it.
notice the difference
I'm
if it
thinking,
starts to
what
taste.
is it was coming out of that filter? Was that the actual filter that I was drinking? Was the filter actually breaking down and coming through? Because I don't know what it was actually filtering out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the sediments in the water, like if you leave this sit, you know how you see shit floating in the bottom just because our water's...
And that could be in your throat. That could be settling in your throat the same way it's building up.
Well, that's what that filter was doing.
And that's why you cough so much, because it's building up plaque in your throat. And then all the other stuff you're putting in there that might contribute to it.
I should get a water filter, shouldn't I?
You should put a filter in your esophagus. See,
Well, I should get a water filter. I should get a water filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should get a water filter.
But where would you put
that's
it?
That's only if I don't lose my job.
Oh, you mean at Tim's?
Oh no. No names.
Oh.
Over at the bed and breakfast. Yeah, it might be because I might be fired because I'm disabled. And But if I'm not, then I'll have the money to be able to buy a filter. But if I am, then I got to get the dogs their shots and their teeth cleaned now. Get that out of the way with the money I have saved up, and brace for the worst.
Where do you get your teeth cleaned?
Huh?
Where do you get your teeth cleaned?
Their teeth.
There's a dentist for them.
Yeah, and it's no cosmetic. I mean, it's non. They don't put them under when they do it, and they do a great job.
Well, how did they do it with them staying still?
Yeah, they get on top of it and they hold it and they open their mouth and there's a way to do it, and I mean they scrape and do the teeth, and just like they do our
Boy,
teeth.
they must be artists.
Oh, they are. They are.
Adults would kick them and everything
Oh no,
else.
they have the girls who do. And the thing is, they're small girls, but it's the way that it's a technique how they hold the dog to immobilize it and what they to do it, and they said they've never been bitten.
Wow.
But their teeth don't really need cleaned. Well, Timmy's one canine is darker, and the others are good. And Butters has one little dark canine, so I might as well just get it all done now. Go get their shots, get everything up to date. I'll be $500 for all that, and brace for the worst. For the next couple of years until I find somebody else who wants me to pull weeds for him, and doesn't mind that I'm disabled.
Or you get a skit.
Or we get a deal and we start doing comedy.
Then you'll get the dogs plugged and everything else. Make sure they're ideal.
Well, then I get the dogs cloned. That's the thing. Cloning my dogs is what my ultimate goal is. After setting up my family financially, is to clone both of my dogs twice. I want 2 copies of each.
Really?
It only costs $100,000 to have one done. It's in North Korea. It's in South Korea. Oh yeah, they'll clone your dog. Clone your dog. Fucking spot on image dog. It won't have the same knowledge, but it'll start from scratch. It'll look and have the same behavioral. It's a clone, and then you mold it as you want it to be.
So it's like when they cloned the, what was it, the goat or something, when they'd say they could do that to people someday. They'll be able to clone people.
I bet they have.
And they tried with maybe that's where these twins come up with that don't remember they had a twin or something. Maybe. Everybody have a look like, start that around.
I always wanted to have a twin.
Everybody.
I'd grow a twin. I wonder if that would
grow.
I'd grow a twin. We'd probably kill each other though. I think we would kill each other.
Yeah, one would be the dominant.
Well, because we're both dominant. Because we both dominant. We'd both be. I think we'd slap the shit out of each other and annoy the hell out of each other. I think one of me is enough.
Well, then.
Okay. If I clone my dogs twice, then I need to have 3 of us, because there'll be 3 dogs, 3 sets of dogs. Yeah. Well, no,
and 2 of the clones will be healthy and one won't be.
Well, 2 of the clones will be the originals, and they're going to be withering away eventually. I hope.
But I mean, they won't clone what you have inside of you, any diseases or anything you may have.
Oh, of course not.
Yeah. So those will be the ones that can actually do the work for you, that you could benefit from. You could send them out to do the work and you just show up to get the paycheck.
Yeah.
Say, I worked all this
the
way.
The worker race, yeah. And then the clones gain independence and kill their masters. Yeah.
Well, they'll do that anyway. They'll do that anyway.
Might as well get some work out of them all my life.
Because they'll be watching how we do things.
Yeah.
we don't get along. We get rid of one another.
I fear the day when I fear the day when cloning a human being is a norm in the future, because it will happen. Regardless of what laws somebody wants to pass, it's going to happen.
Well, I actually think what they'll do is they'll be able to not only clone them, but fix them in such a way they can breathe toxic air and different things without affecting them.
Well, look, I mourn that day that the first one is successfully created, because, not that they're going to take over and kill us, but because we are creating something and becoming God to something we have no control over.
Right. And you don't know what their emotional state would be.
You don't know what their agenda is.
Right.
And you don't know what their agenda is. It's not a robot. It's not the first sentient robot. It's the first sentient clone human. And it could just say, okay, got some shit to get done. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.